Hi everyone, I'm Kyo Sato from Hero Zen Inc.
I'm Tatsuro Koyama from Hero Zen too.
In this series, two entrepreneurs behind the Japanese well-being brand Hero explore why Japanese and Eastern philosophy and culture are now attracting the world attention. So, Mr. Koyama, is it true that John Lennon was influenced by Eastern philosophy?
Yes. Today we are going to take a closer at one of the most famous songs of all time, John Lennon's Imagine, uncovering hidden layer of the meaning of the song. Yes. Sato-san, what if this song isn't just a dream for peace, but also reflection of one of the Buddhism's deepest teachings? The Heart Sutra is concept of ku or emptiness. Yes, let me share the materials. Yes, the Heart Sutra tells us that all things lack a fixed and independent existence. This is a teaching of ku, often translated as emptiness. Yes, it doesn't mean nothingness. It means that everything is interconnected, flawed, and without a permanent essence. Now, when Lennon sings, imagine there is no countries, no possessions, no religions. He's asking us to let go of the very illusion that keeps us divided. That's why Imagine resonates almost like a modern Heart Sutra set to piano. Yes. Let me touch base on the Lennon and the Eastern philosophy. Yes. His relationship with Yoko Ono, he was exposed to Zen ascetics, hike Japanese culture. Through 1960s, he explored meditation in Rishikesh in India and read texts influenced by Zen master T.T. Suzuki, the Zen monk from Japan. So when Lennon sang of peace, he wasn't just talking about politics. He was challenging the channeling Eastern philosophy into pop culture. Yes, that's the origin of the song Imagine. Yes, as you can notice, the song contains a lot of no heaven, no country, no possession. Yes, this concept of the emptiness is called sunyata. Sunyata teaches us that borders, possessions, and even religious frameworks are not absolute truths. They are human constructs. John echoes this with lines like, imagine there's no countries and no religion too. He invites us to see through the world we build, reminding us that there are empty categories, and when we let go, we create a space for unity. Yes. So he hopes space for unity. There are not division or like borders. Yes. He thinks, imagine there's no countries. Yes. Borders are just lines on map. But when we cling to them, they harden into identity, distinction, and eventually conflict. This is exactly the process Buddhism warns us about. Attachment breeds suffering. Imagine, Lennon says, if we could see borders for what they really are, empty constructs, the shift could move us from division towards global peace. Yes. Yeah. So this very famous line, imagine there's no countries. This is a true example of emptiness, ku, from Buddhism. Yes. So John Lennon was often criticized for his line, no religion too. But his point wasn't to reject spirituality. It was to challenge dogma. Yeah. The Heart Sutra itself reminds us even truth is the empty. Even teaching are to be let go of. Lennon song of that saying no attachment, suggesting that peace comes not from clinging to institutions, but from realizing our shared humanity. Yes. Yes. So here's a big idea. John Lennon was hugely influenced by Eastern philosophy, and the Heart Sutra, the Hanya Shingyo, in Japanese teaches us form is emptiness. Emptiness is form. Then Brennan gives a soundtrack, like this song. Yeah. And so he said, imagine. And so imagine feels like Heart Sutra reborn as a rock ballad song. When the sutra teaches emptiness, John Lennon transformed it into imagination, melody, and the hope for peace. Yes. So, although he didn't explicitly say this is a song for Buddhism, but apparently the secret behind this, one of the most iconic songs in the world of all time, definitely Buddhism the influenced him and this song much. Yeah, that's the secret of the song Imagine.
Very interesting. Thank you. I have a few related questions. First of all, is it true that John Lennon Imagine is connected to Buddhist teachings?
Yes, think of Imagine as a kind of secure sutra. It asks us to release attachment, shuchaku in Japanese, towards religion, to possessions, and to the borders which divides us. Yeah, and in Buddhism, those attachment, shuchaku, are the root of human suffering. Yes.
Then, could you explain the connection between John Lennon and Eastern philosophy?
Yes. The meditation gives him stillness, and the karma gives him urgency, and emptiness gives him a perspective to write this song. Yeah, Lennon took these insights and turned them into music, simple enough for the whole world to sing along with. Yeah, just like Imagine, the song Imagine. Yeah.
What exactly is the teaching of emptiness?
Yes, very importantly, the emptiness sounds a little bit negative in the English terms sometimes. However, emptiness doesn't mean nothingness. It doesn't mean nothingness. It means nothing exists in isolation. Everything is interconnected. Yeah, interdependent. Yeah. So realizing this frees us from cringing and open the door to compassion. Yes, everything is interconnected. So that's emptiness. In a Sanskrit word, sunyata.
Specifically, which parts of John Lennon's lyrics reflect the concept of emptiness?
Yes, the no countries, no possessions, and no religions. Yeah, Lennon is pointing to things we treat as absolute or concrete. Yeah, countries, possession, even religion. Yeah. However, they are really imagined walls. When we see them as empty, we make peace possible. Yeah, from his perspective. Of course, there should be a lot of arguments, but yes. So no countries, no position, no religions. This is emptiness.
Could you explain the relationship between the idea of national border and conflict?
Yes, great question. And borders are just line or ink on the map. When people cling to them as sacred, they create us versus them, us versus them, we versus they. Yeah. So let go of that illusion, and the very fuel of war begins to vanish. If we stop thinking like us versus them or we versus they. Yes. So yeah. So that's why John said there is no country. Yeah. So there's no borders.
Thank you. Lastly, what was John Lennon's perspective on religion itself?
It's a great question and not easy question to answer, to be honest. As I said, John Lennon was sometimes criticized of the singing like, no religion. Yeah. However, John rejected dogma only. he didn't reject spirituality. So he wanted to keep the spirit, love, peace, and compassion. So yeah, so for Lennon, true faith wasn't institutions; it was in each other. Yeah. So once again, he didn't reject spirituality or concept of the religion. Rather, he wanted to keep the more true meaning. Yeah. But however, this song is actually too famous. So some people, some religious people rejected this song, rejected this song, unfortunately. Yeah. So, but as far as I understand, he appreciate and respects the concept of religion. However, he rejected the kind of dogma. So very narrow, very strong. The not good belief. Yeah. So, but he didn't refuse to accept religion. Yeah. So he respected the concept of religion rather. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for watching. In today's episode, we looked at how Eastern philosophy influenced John Lennon. If you found today's content helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. See you again in the next episode.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.